Represento las calles de mi tierra. Mi bandera, ay, mi bandera. Puerto Rico y todos los latinos. Sonamos donde quiera.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? How are you? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone here on the Sports Jedi Network, Rumba channel, YouTube, on X, on Kick, on Rumba, on Twitch. Salute everyone. It is Friday Night SmackDown. It is our Friday Night SmackDown watch along here on the Sports Jedi Network with your host, BX Sports Jedi Kev. 24 hours away. 24 hours away before the final event, final match of John Cena's 23 years, illustrious, greatest of all time career comes to an end. We have Friday Night SmackDown tonight, but I think heavy in our hearts is going to be the remembrance and just remembering what John Cena is, who John Cena is. As much as John Cena has meant to all of us, let me put myself back on. I'm on now. Everyone from John Cena, what John Cena means to us. If you're a wrestling fan, especially in that ruthless aggression era after the Attitude Era, where that young man, the prototype, that young man walks down on that SmackDown to Kirk Angle. That's who John Cena is. You know, he took the company and basically put professional wrestling on its back. Remember, this is where WCW went away, ECW went away. Ring of Honor's just starting out with all these stars that we have currently all across wrestling that gave birth at that Ring of Honor startup after all those other companies. And meanwhile, John Cena, regardless of the fact if you enjoyed him when he was in his prime or ascending to his prime, Super Cena, and all the complaints that a lot of the wrestling community had at that time, that young man kept the definition alive of hustle, loyalty, and respect. He took and he hustled the World Wrestling Entertainment with bad creative or antiquated creative, whatever you want to say, all the narratives of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And the man kept hustling. And he showed his loyalty to the WWE, and he respected the WWE fans and the universe, despite the fact that the fans didn't enjoy him, didn't booed him. You know, that Hammerstein Ballroom, that ECW event against RVD shows you that. But he still respect the business. He still respect the young men, up and coming talent, even on his way out. And that's what John Cena embodies: hustle, loyalty, and respect. You gotta love that. You know, I grew up in the era of wrestling where I just was super uber babyface. You know, you ask me, to me, I'm a Hulkamaniac. Grew up on the Hulkster. You know, I always, enjoyed the Hulkamaniacs, the comeback, the Hulkamaniac running wild. And you had the Warriors, you had the Ultimate Warrior. You had I was always one on the side of the baby faces, always. I always, good always triumphs over evil, or in this case, the heel. And John Cena was always that. To me, I always enjoyed to see what a John Cena run was. And all through his 23-year career, I enjoyed it. Even him turning heel, I was very excited. You see on that Elimination Chamber, even before that, when in December, my partner on my channel, the Michelin star Chef Dan, and Chef Dan is my guy that's been with me since day one that we went live on this platform. And we were always talked about, why did John Cena work to do heel on his final run? And I know everyone's going to say, oh, yeah, sure, like everyone else saw that coming. We didn't see, I'll tell you this one, we didn't see when it was, but we suggested, or we did say he should give it a heel run. It didn't work out for other reasons. But I even enjoy that shock and awe value when he just turned on Cody. Awesome. This final year of his retirement tour for John was very good. Some people say, oh, they tried, WWE botched it. If they really would have botched it, there wouldn't be this fanfare, excitement, nostalgic, tears of joy, tears of the tears are, we're not going to see him in competitive angles anymore in the ring, but it's also tears of happiness of seeing him fulfill his career. you know, from the Make-A-Wish from him. You know, that's what I admire most from him, doing all those Make-A-Wish. It's not easy going out there and bringing someone else so much cheer and joy when you know that the person you're bringing the cheer and joy has a little bit of glimmer of hope of life. You know, that's rough. And then in the eyes of a child, that the child want is, you know, remaining wishes is to want to see you bring a smile, and you bring, and John does it with such class, brings his A game, is nothing but the best love and warmth. When you see him interact with those kids and Make-A-Wish, I cannot see myself not rooting for that man, regardless, even if, you know, 5 moves of doom. This is where, of course, you know, this is where sometimes distinguish me with a different wrestling fans, or sometimes it pisses me off with the wrestling community when they want to just critique the guy. Oh, you can't wrestle. Sometimes it's not the greatest story. It's what's best for business. And I think John Cena was the best for business. Wise. The way he conducted outside of the professional wrestling ring, into the ring, the way he just did everything with such grace and flair. And he's going to continue doing that because he's going to stay an ambassador role for John, which is something that I really like to see him stay around with the WWE. Wouldn't mind him being as an executive producer with the company, something to do with the company. I know he still have his Hollywood career making action movies. White Owl is in the building. Salute, man. Salute. And for John, this is why I want to see, and this is why I give my utter respect. It's going to be sad to see him in the ring perform, you know, to entertain us, telling those stories inside the professional ring. Now he's going to tell us those stories outside of the professional ring in other capacities. And I love that for John, you know. And this is just the beginning of the next 24 to 48 hours of celebrating John Cena's wrestling career. Again, I've always been an uber baby face when I watch wrestling. In the world now in 2026, because yeah, let's say it's around the corner, a couple weeks away. Everyone likes to cheer the heel and call the baby face boring. And to me, I could watch the John Cena for his career over and over again, and won't have one iota of blinking the eye or sigh of or mashing of teeth. I would just continue to cheer and continue to cheer. Hustle, loyalty, respect. I mean, the soldier. You know, that's John Cena, and you have your warriors, but to me, John Cena was the ultimate soldier, and that's great. It's gonna see sad to go in the ring. I know we're gonna see more of him outside of the ambassador roles and stuff like that, but damn, to see him wrestle, his moves, he was one of the fun ones. He was one of the fun ones for John. So yes, so we're gonna talk some SmackDown tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. I see we got White Owl. Thank you, White Owl, joining me on the Rumba. Yes, playback is over, so we're no longer on the playback because the application of the Rumble of the playback is totally gone. They went away. Salute to Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Salute to you, man. Always joining us every time. Always saluting. You know, I always start my show giving a salute to that young man. Always cordial, always cool, always says hello, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody that's going to join us on the watch alongs here, who's going to come on. Yes, at the top of the hour, if you're on the play, if not, I gotta take the playback out of my vocabulary right now. If you're on the Rumble app, come and watch it, check it out with us. You're able to watch along with us and see the product here. Friday nights SmackDown, tomorrow Saturday night's event here. And yes, I will get to that right now, White Owl. I just wanted to give John Cena his flowers. I know we're gonna give him flowers all tomorrow as well, and even maybe the wrap up of his illustrious career. I will get you that right now. What is on tap? We have a United States Open Challenge. Actually, is against Tommaso Ciampa. So we're finally going to get Tommaso. What's going on? Salute, Brad. Thank you for joining me here tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate you here on the Rumble app. Everyone on the YouTube app as well. We have Ciampa versus Ilja Dragunov for the United States Championship. We have a great, it's a feud, a bloody feud or a grudge feud. Not bloody because they haven't bleed yet. A real grudge feud with Aleister Black teaming up with his wife, Zelina, Vega, or Zelina now. They dropped the Vega part. And the Terra Twins reform in Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. They're going to go at it on SmackDown, where they say we're going to hear from Cody Rhodes. Why not? He's has a big matchup against NXT World Champion Obafemi, who had a very crazy 48 hours from Saturday to Tuesday there at NXT, winning the NXT World Champion, only to see Tony D'Angelo interrupt the number one contender, Javon Evans. Javon Evans forcing himself like a young, unimpatient talent, wanting his world title match that Tuesday instead of waiting for New Year's Evil. And then he lost, and Ricky Saints turning on him, and all this chaotic, and now he has to concentrate on the undisputed world champion Cody Rhodes. Don't know if we're going to hear from the Rula Obafemi, but it'll be nice to hear that as well. A little promo battle between those two. Brad H. Yes, small world indeed. That's small world indeed. I see that you guys write that up. Cool. Yes, and of course we got Alexa Bliss in action against Last Legend. So we're probably going to hear from the one half of the tag team champion. Maybe the Kabuki Warriors shows up or not. Maybe we'll see Chelsea Green. We don't know. It's going to be 2 hours of action packed. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of John Cena tributes into this. And I am excited and waiting to see what other stuff, even maybe surprises, because maybe they don't know if they could fit anything. Yes. And maybe they can repost it. Maybe they can restream everything tomorrow on Peacock. Now, there's been a lot of up and downs when it comes to the WWE. If John Cena is going to go first, what's going to happen to the rest of the card? Certain podcasts and radio stations stay speaking about. They went over almost 3 hours on why and because and if it's good or not. I think that was just WWE ribbing. You have to close out with John Cena. No matter how much of a Cody Rhodes lover you could be, wearing a pink robe and hijacking WrestleMania 40 and all that crap that you did. This is John Cena's moment. It's not about Cody. Cody versus Obafemi. Start the card with that. Go with that. See whatever that. Go with those two champions. Your two NXT, the undisputed world champion. You personally, if I had the pencil, like they like to say, I will start with that. I will go with the tag team with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee taking on Leon, because that's another roller coaster. And then you go with the women's Shoruka Bailey, and then you go Then you go into your main event with Gunther versus John Cena with all the pomp and circumstances. Afterwards, the flowers. If you're gonna have the locker room come out, if you're gonna have whoever's gonna come out, if to me, I think when they close that show, I think Stephanie McMahon will be on the panel and will be with a microphone. I think Stephanie McMahon will say. I know Chris said this couple weeks as well. We've been saying it. I got to give credit where credit is due. He said this is where they're going to induct him in the Hall of Fame. He should be going into the Hall of Fame, and I think they're going to close out the last visual. Of course, him putting over the NXT talent and all the people and all the wrestling community. But I think they're going to announce that he is going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to headline the class this year of 2026 in the Hall of Fame. It only makes sense. They're going to go to Saudi Arabia the following year. I don't know what they're going to do with the Hall of Fame ceremony. You want to put Cena now in the United States. You want to get extra people to Vegas to induct John Cena. That's how you do it. I think that's what's going to happen with Stephanie McMahon and John Cena. You could do Stephanie before John, and Stephanie would be the inductor for John Cena. Remember, she's the one that heard him rapping in the back of that tour bus, and right before they were contemplating of releasing him, they heard him rapping in the back of the bus. She came up to him and says, "Can you do that on the microphone?" He goes, "Yeah," and the rest is history. I paraphrase. I'm not giving you justice of the true story. I know we heard it many times, but at the end of the day, it was Stephanie's ears listening to a young John Cena rap in the back of a tour bus in the WWE, where something creatively clicked, that one little verse, and I think she has to be the one to induct him. I think that's the way it should go. I love that. There we go. There we go. Let me read your comments. Definitely, because you guys go out of your way to put comments, and I want to make sure I read it. Cena must win in his last match. a crying shame if he doesn't. It'll be a crying shame if he doesn't. Not really, because we're not going to remember the result of the match, Brad. If John Cena wins or loses, we're all worried. We're all going to be contemplating him, never seeing him again. How they're going to send him off. Thank you and all that good stuff. We're at the end of the day, I don't think we're going to quite remember if he wins or loses. I think if he loses and Gunther wins Monday Night Raw, Gunther should be the first one coming out, and all the boos and all the nuclear heat that Gunther will get saying, I retired John Cena, that will keep on. That's the gift that keeps on giving. So I know Cena, I would want Cena to lose. He give Gunther. I'm 50-50. Either way they go, I can see where they go. Let me bring in the guest of honor here, which is it's about to start now. Let's go. Let me bring that in, the presentation. There we go. And we'll get the volume up going. Together, then, now, and together. And of course, there's with Drew McIntyre. And I love the conversation that we're having. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this conversation going through the matchup. What we see, I think we should let Dom stay his last loss. John, he'll be his last loss. You know what? Either way, it doesn't make a difference. I like it either way they go. Not to make a difference. I'll take either way they go. If John Cena's last loss was against Dominic, great. Because he is the future. Remember, he said he wants to put over the future professional wrestling. And to be honest with you, Dominic is more of a future than Gunther. Gunther's the extremely now. Gunther's the now, and he could easily be on top of that mountain for the next 8 years for Gunther. Like him or not, if you don't like him or not, but Gunther is one of those guys that are now that could rule for a while. And Dominic is up and coming. So you have the best of both worlds right there in John Cena's last two opponents. Look, I was one that I wanted to see Trick Williams. Actually, I actually wanted Trick Williams to be here or Joe Hendry to be those guys. I kind of felt a little disappointed that Joe Hendry wasn't in the John Cena final card, but I'll take Leon Slater because there is a higher upside, and they wanted Leon Slater into the WWE. And also, you're helping TNA out with, that's a massive help. Just saying those three letters tomorrow night, TNA. Whoever was the dirt sheets that thought that the WWE partnership was going to dissolve with the AMC, that's going to happen maybe years from now, or maybe not, but it's not happening in the near future. And for them, if that was the case, they would have not even bothered mentioning those three call letters or even having Leon Slater part of this match or even in this card. When you're leaving out guys like a Trick Williams from your main round, who has done so much. He's not even mentioned in this venue, in this event. It says a lot. All right, so let's see. Greg Nicholas has an announcement. What's going on, John? John, you could come check me out at the playback. On the Rumba app as well. It's the same format from the playback, but you're more than happy to stay on the YouTube channel, and I'll definitely appreciate, John. It's the same Sports Jedi Network on Rumble. WWE pushes Gunther real heavy. I don't like the gimmick they have for him. I like the gimmick, actually. I'm actually one of them in the minority. I like that classic heel gimmick. He's like they say, a throwback. Look at Cody Rhodes coming in the ring with a purple suit. Look at him looking all purple. That's a throwback heel. Yes. I like the Gunther. From a wrestling fan from the early 80s. I like watching wrestling. To me, it reminds me of a classic heel. Especially when the WWE was cartoonish, like they like to say, with plumbers and Duke the Dumpster Dorsey, Doink the Clown, and then Gunther's just Gunther. Like, I don't know. Ring general. Pro wrestler. All right, here's Cody Rhodes. There was a letter from an attorney, and Cody Rhodes is coming out. Here we go. All right, Cody Rhodes is going to open up here. Well, there goes 35 minutes of SmackDown now. In a promo commercial. There we go. Let's see. And I appreciate everyone watching, and of course, watching me on X as well. Thank you so much, X. We got Cody Rhodes coming out here. Yeah, I'm not the biggest lukewarm Cody. So if you're watching me for the first time, I understand, but some of the stuff on Cody feels a little forced. But does he deserve to be the undisputed world champion? I think yes. I always said he should have been. He is the face right now, but I feel like they kind of force feed it quickly. They couldn't just give us a couple more months before. I mean, this should have been. To be honest with you, Cody should be coming out as undisputed world champion from War Games. That was when he should have got his title back. But I digress. But it made Dominic Rhodes. That road went well for Dominic. It actually benefited more Dominic than anything. Sometimes we got to let things play out and look back and say, you know what? I didn't agree at that time, but you know what? Something else better happened. And I think that could be a case in point for Dominic Mysterio. I didn't like that Cody got his title back at SummerSlam. I would have liked John Cena to hold it on, and so forth. But then we would have not got the Dominic Mysterio build the way he did there and got the rub from John Cena. So it worked out well for Dominic and WWE. All right, Cody versus Oba. Oba should win, but I doubt he will. Brad, here's why it worries me a little when you say that. He struggled against Ricky Saints to barely win his world title back. And then, remember, Javon Evans had him pinned. If it wasn't for Ricky Saints pulling him out of the putting the referee out and causing that momentary distraction and Obafemi winning. So he didn't manhandle. If he would have manhandled Javon Evans, and I'm piggyback this from Bully Ray Dudley. I want to give him credit because I heard that from him, and he said it first on the air. So I don't want to say like I'm taking word for word. I kind of agree with him 1,000%. If they would have billed him, that's why when Obafemi took on Javon on Tuesday, I wasn't in favor of it. Why? He's got a big match. He should be worrying about Cody. But then when he broke it down even more, that's why I didn't feel comfortable seeing that match between Javon and Oba. So that's why I gotta say that's why I felt, I didn't say it verbally, but I felt it and I expressed it on the watch along that I didn't like that match taking place then and now at that moment. So yeah, I understand now. I see why I felt that way, because you want to make him feel Obafemi a beast, that he's going to destroy Cody Rhodes, but he's struggling against Javon and Ricky Saints. How are you going to really? Cody's going to chop him up for chopped liver. All right, so here we go. Cody's out here. An unsafe working environment. I think he's talking about the other company from Jacksonville, pal. Taking a shot there. What is that? What it's just telling me here with this Drew McIntyre on Cody Rhodes' mind, Drew's going to cause Cody to lose to Obafemi tomorrow. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it. You're going to feel, oh, here's Obafemi. Who? 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 There goes Obafemi coming down like he's going to get the last big piece of chicken on the table. Oh, he's got the award-winning shirt tonight. Look at that. Look at that. He got flex weight gear on. Let's go. All the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Salute to my guy, Sir Samuel. Business is about to pick up. Say it again, Brad. They didn't hear you in the background. They didn't hear you in the backseat. Say it again. Business is about to pick up. Let's go. Let's go. We got a lively chat here tonight. Let's go. The ruler. has arrived. Right into the face of Cody Rhodes. Boy, Cody looks like a little man. Whoo. Let's go. Look at that stare down. Look at that stare down. Obafemi and Cody Rhodes. That's goosebumps. Where's the Rock with his goosebumps? Give that man a microphone. Why don't you serve him a drink at the same time, Cody? That's right. Talk to them. Testify. Who?
I see you all fired up tonight. I love the passion, but I'm afraid you are worried about the
Listen to the people. Who? Listen to the people. Who? Listen to the people. So for those ignorant, I don't know if they know it's who's Obafemi. They don't probably watch, bully. I don't know. They do. Listen to the crowd. Like his partner likes to say. You gotta listen. I don't watch with my eyes. I listen with my ears. Well, I hear a lot of whoo from the crowd. So that tells me people know who Obafemi is. They gotta stop. That's the same thing as that's lazy tape. They gotta put that away with 2025. That's gotta retire. Put it in a casket. Put it away. People know what's going on in every corner of wrestling. They know about Effie putting his hands down people's pants and doing independent nonsense. They'll know who TNA and NXT wrestlers are. Stop that. Because just because you want to talk about what you're going to take in your coffin for 3 hours instead of breaking down NXT and not knowing that this match between Cody Rhodes and Obafemi is a non-title match, which they've been saying it, you wouldn't sound like a clown on a national radio, big radio, not knowing if thinking it's title for title. Worrying about getting a fight with Becky Lynch or like. Oh, damn. You told him your time is up. My time is now. Oh, damn. Oh, he grabbed Cody Rhodes. He said, I'm the one who beat John Cena for this championship. Now Oba pulled his title up in the air. Cody puts his title in the air.
I'm glad that somebody you look up to share that. But the man you're looking at right now, I'm the man that beat John Cena for this championship.
He should have said, I'm the one who's going to beat you and make my name for myself. Obafemi held his own. I'm sorry. What are you guys thinking there, White Owl? What do you think, Brad? Obafemi held. What's going on? Salute. Everyone else is on the stream. I got White Owl here. You sure you follow the right one that I gave you? Let me see if I can open up another. Let me see if I can open up another browser so I can copy and we got a commercial break coming up. Of course, we've seen everyone walking into the building. Yeah, where is it? You're right. I don't see it. It should be on. All right, this split my channels. Hold on. Yeah, the guys are live here. I got a full chat going. Guys, you
the scene in recent weeks on the left. Flash, legend, Nia Jax by her side. Alexa Flash, one-on-one, live.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to work on that for you, but it's lagging now. That's why I didn't want to do this while I'm streaming. If Oma doesn't have the NXT belt, I think he's definitely has a chance. He's a good microphone, and just to see, don't see Hunter allowing him to have it two main belt. No, it's not a title for title. The match between Obafemi and Cody Rhodes is non-title match. It's a non-title. It's an exhibition. It's not the same thing like the Raw Tag Team Champions are not on the line.
This title stands for during the last couple of weeks, so I will put him. No, I will push him. His place must do it alone. Because
not a fan of the U.S. title holder. I'm not a fan of Ilja Dragunov. I'm not a. I don't like him. Everyone knows me. If you know me, you know me. I'm not a fan of him. All right, so I'm in my other channel, Heather. I apologize. I'm on my BX Jedi. For some reason, it should be on the sports. They made me split. When I first signed up, we're on two different channels. Hold on, I got it here.
Dare I say so is his challenger, Ciampa, finally gets what he wants. Oh, what do they call him? The Sicilian psychopath? A black heart? I was thinking of another word. I know.
All right. Now, sorry guys that I'm just seeing the side of my head. I just making sure that we get everyone on to where they need to be. But you could more than likely stay on the YouTube. There's nothing wrong with the YouTube channel as well. But of course, it's the link is right on top here. Just click on the link and you're there. Let's go, Ciampa. Yeah, for some reason the Rumble channel, I got two. I don't know why they made two channels, because my username is BX Sports Jedi, but they make, and then it's Sports Jedi. It's just, you got to put the BX in front, which I don't know why they did that. There you go. That's the live stream. That's the live stream. There it is. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they did that, but anyway, good to have you on tonight with us. Appreciate. All right, they're in the commercial break. Let me ask this chat. Any chance we get a new United States champion tonight? I don't think so. They've been teasing a lot of Tomatonga. I have White Owl. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is good enough. That's another good one too. Your guess. I thought Chris was joining me, but he was too busy doing a college stream, a college football stream. I thought he was going to join me, but he's probably in the chat. That's fine. John Cena, definitely be on for tomorrow for John Cena. So that's more. I think that's more of the emotional. Tonight's just like a warm up. No problem. I got to start doing reviews then during the week. I can't wait for Friday, for Saturdays. Too many things have happened. Yes, absolutely. I hope we get that new champ. I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. I think if anything is gonna happen, the new year, where they're going to go into that first Friday Night SmackDown of the new year. That's when I think they'll pull the trigger of the United States Championship. There's going to be a lot of different changes. A new World Heavyweight Champion and Braun Breaker. I could see a new United States Champion and so forth. Or maybe in the holiday tour. You know, they got to make something important. They got to make you want a fear of missing out. Like, you know, because if they're not going to do a lot of live events, house shows. And and when they do small ones, or when they do when I mean small ones, limited edition of house shows, They need to give you something to want to attend and have that fear of missing out, keeping your eyes out when they do those live event shows, to refresh and look for the WWE.com pages and the Twitter page of WWE. If you do a title change or something there, you're like, damn. When they come to your city, they want you to go out there and sell out. Because what's the point if they don't do anything spectacular in those house shows and they still charge a little bit of a high price to be in those and nothing really happens? They're just going to play it and you're not going to want to go. And tickets, and I heard tonight, ticket sale where you could get front row seats or floor seats, let me be more accurate, are like $110 because they weren't really moving that much. People are going to, if they're going to spend their load or spend a lot of money, if they're going to go to John Cena, especially in that area that they're in Scranton, PA. I would just drive a little extra and go to John Cena's last match. We got Tony in the building. What's up, Tony? Tony is in the building. There he is. He's in the building. This is so weird. The format reminds me of the Twitch shot. Yeah, it's new. We got to get used to it. I'm not used to it either. I was a little confused myself to bring stuff up. So yeah. So that the man behind the mask were not having to do with the Vision. It'll be a rival to them, another faction on the set. You know what? You could be right, Tony. You could be right. Never thought about it that way. If I was over thoroughly, I would have already had Dominic a shot at CM Punk, Mr. Three Belts. Wow, Mr. Three Belts. That's going to be all legal. Ethan Page. What's going on, Pancho? Pancho the Dinger. Salute. Happy holidays to you, man. Happy holidays. Thank you for joining us there. Want to make sure I shout you out there. I see a lot of gaps out there. Ciampa better win this. I don't think Ciampa's winning. I'll be so pleasantly surprised. I think they're gonna continue the story here. There's some story going on here. This is one of the longest. I know they say the United States Open Championship. They don't do much, yada yada yada. But that's the story. Ciampa wanted his hands on this United States title match to the point where Ilja was disrespecting him and calling him a jackass. Yeah, Scranton is small. That's a Scranton, PA. It's not a big building, I don't believe. I'm doing well, and you? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well this Friday evening, man. Thank you for joining me on here on YouTube. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you like to watch along with us, you hit the Rumble app. We're actually viewing on that link where we can see it. He didn't want this match. No, he didn't want this match. Let's hope we get a black and gold Ciampa. Let's, look at this. Bang. We got a slap fest. Dragunov with a kick to the face. All right. When commentary starts talking about a streak, and if he says it another 2 more times, he's losing this match. That's the first time. Oh, look at this. There's the chopping and the no selling. Good. I like the way he. Yes. Yeah. Hit him with that. Come on, Ciampa. Kick out at 1. Kick out at 1. He got knee to the head. And can we at least get a 2 I count out of this, pal? He sells more his finishing when he does the finisher and his move after the match than throughout the whole entire match. It's like reverse wrestling psychology with this guy. Exactly. He has an injured knee and he's using it as offense. Even commentary. Go ahead, ahí, cabrón. It is, pal. It is, Tony, pal. Right into the steps. All right, that I can see. Clap it up and pat yourself on the back. He sells way too much for me to like. Yeah, no. You know what he does? When he does his offensive moves. When he nails you with his offensive moves, he sells that too much. Like he died. But when the opponents beat the shit out of him, he doesn't no-sell that. He immediately counters it really quickly. That's the one. That's my disconnect with him. I like that the fact, he's tired and he just nailed you with this move and he's exhausted and he's selling that. But then oh my God, but he oversells that. But then when he gets nailed with something vicious, he counters way too fast. Like he doesn't register that he got hit with a devastating move at the moment. Yeah, that's what kills me. And I could point that out during the match. There he is. He's not now. He got hit. He got hit here. Right back. Wow. He got hit with 3 chops, and now he didn't register them. He's hitting them back. He got hit with he's got a bad knee, right? He just got hit with a nasty knee on the knee. Another kick to the knee. Here's a chop. Another one. He just got hit twice. He got hit twice in the knee, but he could do the jumping kick. But he could do the jumping kick on the bad knee. He just got caught dragon screw and he got nailed 4 times on the knee. But he could do a jumping kick on the bad knee to try to do an enziguri. See what I mean? Why I hate Dragunov psychology? That's the reason why. He got chopped. He's trying to fight back. Again with the damn knee again. You got a fucking bad knee. Use your fucking fist, you dumbass. Sell the fucking knee. He's getting, again, another knee bent here. Here's a cover. The crowd is taking a nap. The crowd is taking a nap right now. But you know what? I won't get mad at Ciampa. He's got a damn knee brace. Work it. All right, now. All right, now the crowd is rallying. This is where, on a normal baby face, this is where he starts rallying. They come back, the crowd. You got the crowd into it. The crowd is clapping you. They're joining in the crowd. This is where you start your comeback. This is all normal here. Nasty knee. Now Ciampa's going to throw him again. That's fine. Oh, now the knee hurt him. Just to do that little swirl, the knee hurt him. But watching this. He threw a kick with it. Yeah. Again, this is when he should not be doing that right there. To jump up on the knee. A bad compromised knee. He couldn't do the Constantine special, but he could do that. You see what I mean? He's got a bad knee and he hit him with that. Now he registered it. He just remembered. I just need him with the wrong knee. He hit him with the bad knee again. Oh, now his knee hurts. Now my knees hurt. He just nailed him with the freaking, and he did a German. Now my knee hurts. This is rampage worthy. There's a German suplex, so he could lift Ciampa with all that weight on one bad knee. No, I already got in my mind that Ilja's gonna win. Ilja's winning this match. I just want him to do just go with the psychology correctly. It doesn't bother me that he's winning because his matches are entertaining, but come on, give me some psychology. I rather him slap that. I like because his knee is hurt. Slap the shit out of him. That there, I like that right there. Because he just dropped him because he got a bad knee. I like that offense. See, there I could go with Ilja, and it's okay for your babyface to quote unquote Hulk up, but you get to remember Hulk Hogan only hulked up one time when he was going to wrap it up. Not every other second, not every other transitional move. You don't need to Hulk up. That's my point. You could Super Cena one time. Oh, this is an apron spot. Yeah, the crowd is a little docile for Friday night. I guess there's no specials in the local Applebee's 2-for-1 cocktail hours. See, I like that there. He's desperate. He's biting and headbutting. I like that from Dragunov, that offense there. He's desperate. But now he's going to go with a bad knee. All right, now he's at least he acknowledges the knees. But why are you? Now they're getting alive. All right, the crowd is in unison, crowd clapping. The crowd is back in unison. They're clapping. They're getting into it. They have been clapping. Maybe it's the microphones. I gotta get because they've been clapping. Ilja now again. This is the second comeback. The second hulking up. There's a chop. You see how Ciampa is registering, and he's selling. He's selling. He's selling. Look at this. Ciampa's taking forever to get up. He's selling the offense that Dragunov gave him, and it hasn't been anything vicious compared to the knee stuff that he was taking from Ciampa. But look how Ciampa's selling it. Let's see this one here. He's trying to do the. Yeah, if you got bad knees, why are you trying to superplex them from all the way down like that? Tony would like them to wrap it up. Here's a single leg crab. Lock it in. It's Rhea season in the middle of the ring. Din, 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 din. I should have put on my pajamas tonight. I'm getting a brand new one for the Rumble. Really nice one. I don't know what color. I want to get it white or I want to get it in powder blue. I had a mustard yellow one, but it ripped. And that's why I don't wear it. I'm not gonna lie, they're comfortable. White Owl says his matches are the most boring. No, they're as much as I hate the guy, I don't like him. Some of his matches have been entertaining. 90% of his matches have been entertaining. I got to give them that credit. For me, as much as I criticize him and I dislike him, his matches are entertaining, though. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, so why you're complaining if they're entertaining? They're just the psychology of how you get there. At the end of the day, you don't have to go around the block to cross the street. And I think Ilya goes around the block to cross the street. At the end of the day, you end up at the same location across the street to the fire hydrant, but I feel like he goes around the block. I like that. He hurt so much, he can't lift his hands much, he's going to headbutt him. I like that offense. They're tired right now. Look like a couple drunk guys here on a Friday night. After a couple of old fashions. There's the chop. There's there goes a motor gun chops. I like that too. Machine gun chops. They're coming back from a commercial. Am I correct? If you're on the USA Network, yeah. Everyone on my chat wants them on the Rumba side, wants them to end the match already. There's a lot of slaps. Look at Damn, those are some. I'm not gonna lie, those are some vicious chops so you can hear the echoes. And look how Ciampa's just registering that last chop. See, Dragunov doesn't have to worry that he's not wrestling Jack Perry because Jack Perry likes to bite the Frank and beans. We're not going to get that here in this channel, pal. With the 90210. Look at this backpack. Oh, Dragunov is bleeding from his nose. He's got a bloody nose. How the hell he got a bloody nose? Did he hurt it? Did he hit his own self? Dragunov is bleeding from his nose. This is awesome. All right, this is awesome from the crowd here tonight. I think that moveset there from the chops to that backpack off the top rope, that was awesome. Yes. This is Dragunov. His third hooking up. Third. Remember, Hulk Hogan only needed one. Third. They're chopping and slapping. Somewhere Dana White wants to sign these two for power slap. You got a power slap match in the middle of the ring here. Oh, look at that. Slap the shit out of him. What was that? Yeah, dragon screw his ass. There it is. There we go. Ciampa setting up with the knee. No, headbutt. I like that headbutt from Ilya. But there's a dragon. There's a German suplex, but Ilya don't no sell. There's the no selling shit. He no sold it. Mira, Johnny Gargajo. Mira, Candice LeRae. There's a knee. Come on, get in position. 1, 2. Ah, he kicked out. Nope. 1, 2. Okay, you know what? I'll take that victory for Dragunov. I like the finish. As much slack, as much anger I got with Dragunov earlier. Believe it or not, I like the finish. I can't be here told negative. I like the finish. He just pinned him the way he pinned him. I like it because he knew that he got the numbers game and he pinned him. Now they're beating him up. Melo's coming out. Why is Melo coming out? Mind your business, friend. Not normal. But why are you... Super kick. Melo, why are you getting involved in this? This is nothing to concern you. Why is he wearing the loser wins again? So now you're acknowledging that you're a loser? Why wear that shirt, Melo? I mean, the crowd is getting the chat, Melo, Melo. I guess everybody and their mother want to see Melo versus Dragunov for the 5th time. I've seen it already so many different times. You know what's going to happen next week, right, Tony? They're going to team up as a tag team versus DYI. Can that coexist, pal? Oh, so John Cena's signed for 5 years. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to give us. Here we go again. We're going to get the Gargano Ciampa split up again for the millionth time. You know what? I didn't think about that, Heather. You know what? I didn't think about that. Look at LA Knight. I was at that event when John Cena came back to NXT. I got my picture with him when I was wearing a referee shirt. If you look at that, I was wearing the referee shirt, and I got the picture. John going with the 2 to me, like, "Hey, referee, 2." Yeah, we actually took a selfie, but my phone didn't take it. Motherfucking phone. So mad. But I got him signing autographs right there. I had my moments with John Cena at the Performance Center when he went. That was so cool. John Cena was right there next to me, like side by side. That was so cool. That's so cool. I'm gonna say the same story tomorrow, so I'm giving you a warning. Look at that boy is bouncy next to Kathy Kelly.
John Cena is available now on WWE's YouTube channel. Now it's all over tomorrow night, at least the in-ring.
Yeah, Slater.
John Cena versus Gunther, and Saturday night's main event tomorrow, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, over on Peacock. Let's head back to the locker room in our own Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, thanks so much, Cole.
Uncle Miz. Oh, so now you're gonna feud Miz and Devon. Young OG is gonna wrestle tonight. Yes, of course. Yes, sir. Both on YouTube and on here. Nephew. Oh God. Go away, Heat. Okay. And the same way you feel about the Miz, I feel the same way with the Wyatt. 6. So Triple H is doing this is Triple H's female spot. His voice. Oh, it's Liv Morgan's. Miz was dead weight on Mello. If Triple H learned nothing about Javon is doom. You know what that is? You know why he's doing that, Heather? The Miz is safe. We'll get Javon Evans on SmackDown to see how exciting he is. Let's put him with the safest worker in the company, Miz. That's what that is. You know that. You can see that a mile away. He is the safe worker. I mean, safe. I wonder how many more. I wonder how long Miz is gonna go. Like maybe 2 more years. The Miz in the ring. I'm surprised by now he don't really have a Hollywood career. To quote the great Jim Cornette on Miz, he is the human Kermit the Frog, and not in a good way. Oh, Jimmy. I heard it finally came out. Jim Cornette thoughts on the Ariel Hawani show with Vince Russo. He kind of he was actually kind of an adult about it. Other than saying that Vince Russo now is working for literally a bunch of clowns in JCW. But other than that, he didn't say nothing negative or controversial towards Russo. Just Russo had only 2 good. He was part of a boom that his run only lasted 2 years, and he's trying to live off of that for the past 35 years. 2-year run in the WWE in the Attitude Era. I mean, he didn't say a lot, but he said a lot with those little words there. Well, like damn, that's like a microphone drop. Cornette hates Miz, and I can't stand him either. I don't care if he's a safe hand, and he had essentially the same gimmick, haircut, almost 20 years, and I'm over it. Hey, that's right. You can only eat bologna sandwiches for so long, unless you're incarcerated. Somewhere in this beautiful planet Earth is someone who's tired of eating lobsters. Someone's tired of eating bologna sandwiches. Someone bread and butter. And people are tired of watching The Miz. Thank you, Brad, for following me on X. Thank you so much, Brad Hamilton. Thank you so much for following me. I'll follow you right back. Appreciate you, pal. Oh, by the way, I didn't see that. I went on. I just got on X a little earlier, not so long ago. Over 450,000 people saw the video, the watch along end of an era. Thank you, Cena, for tomorrow emotional stream. 450,000. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate it. I thought, I know we had like last night was like 15,000. Woke up this morning. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone on X. All right. All right, we got the Wyatt 6 coming out here. I will mute it because the intro music. You Why haven't they sent them back down to AAA yet? They're gonna wrestle, I believe, on the 20th, December 20th. They announced that back then too. It was for Guerra de Titanes on December 20th. That one I think we're gonna stream, Heather. That AAA event we're gonna stream. Even though my wife enjoys watching it, but I think we could do it where I could do both, have best for both worlds, because it's on YouTube, so she could watch. Usually when we have to stream it, we have to do it here, and she don't want, she doesn't like being on camera. She don't want to be on camera. I get it. And then with the dogs next, the dogs are like her shadows. They follow her everywhere, and either they bark or she doesn't want them to come on stream barking. I get it. It's not just their gimmick, actually. It makes more sense there. Oh, for Triple A, yeah. Not only that, Heather, I would like them in Triple A. I'm getting some pretzels. What I like them in Triple A, they get more wrestling bumps. They could try something. Joe Gacy's a hell of a worker, and Sam Shaw, aka Dexter Lumis, they could wrestle, but if they're not wrestling a lot, they're gonna get stale. You're gonna see them do always the same moves because they not get that ring activity. That's why I would like them to do some more AAA appearances.
And the reality is,
Tola and Rowan. Yeah, that's a great match one-on-one. Also, you know what I would also like? I wouldn't mind Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis go and scare the culling for a moment with Tatum Paxley. They don't need Bo Dallas. They don't need the other, just those two. Oh, he's inviting them to come get them. Didn't they know that they're going to come from behind? Hey, it's Friday night. There's the music. He's taking it all. They haven't come out through the curtain yet. They haven't learned they come from behind? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Actually, I like to see Tatum have a longer run in TNA. I agree there too. Maybe she could go to TNA. Hate to see Rosemary Chu split. Oh. Next week. Tag team title match.
guys, look at these freaks. Look at what you thought was gonna happen, huh? That we were just gonna come out there and show up a few times? No, it don't work like this.
Run.
Okay?
I love it. Solo just cooked the Wyatt family in their promos. I am sorry, with their own words. With their own words. The Wyatt looked so out of touch tonight.
They're coming to take those tag team titles. So you and your family better pray. Earn it Christ. If you want to keep your family safe, which I know you
What is it? Charlotte Flair part of the Bloods now?
give us those tag team titles. It's fun. All right. Setting the stage for war. Dangerous decision by Solo to play mind games with clients.
Toodles.
She might be the strongest one, but she's young, overconfident, and type of creature. She just walks in here like she knows the place.
Eating it easy.
You have more experience. This is your ring, and you're going to.
Yeah, the best friends are here. Yeah. Not to steal a name from the other company, but those are the Blondes of Wrath. The Blondes of Wrath are here. We got a commercial break by SmackDown here. You know what? 1 hour in the books, not bad. 1 hour for SmackDown, but compared to the dreaded SmackDown, you're like, oh god, we saw another hour of this. This one pretty good. White Owl, he showed up last time when that Worlds Collide for that Battle Royal with AAA, and we never seen him again. I don't know why. Maybe he's training. Did we ever think maybe he's too tall and maybe his body doesn't hold up for the wrestling? I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. I'm not trying to be facetious, or maybe getting into the wrestling ring but hurts his body. He's so tall and big. You know, he could wrestle, yes, but then I don't know. He pays a price. I don't know. Because that guy, not for nothing, that should be Becky Lynch's. Becky Lynch should use him as a freaking bodyguard. And like you said, and I think it was Tony about the mask wrestler is part of Rollins, not thinking it's the Vision against the Vision. And Omos should be Becky Lynch's protector, or bodyguard, and she's orchestrating against going to, attacking Paul Heyman and what they did to her husband. I don't know, but TBA will be a good. He will be good in AAA, giving the big guy gimmick a mask. Not even a mask. He just is. He did great in Pro Wrestling Noah. The Great Muta enjoyed working with him. And he was working in the Japanese style. He was over. He was one half of the Noah Tag Team Champions, if I'm not mistaken. And NWA pulled them back. Like, why? If you didn't have any creative plans and you're not really going to put them in the main roster, let them get the bumps and the experience. Yeah, bodyguard will be an awesome position for him. Yeah, Becky Lynch's bodyguard. Yes. And she could get a couple more to one, maybe two more people with Omos, and then when Rollins, you have your 4 there. That's it. And they don't have to be babyface. You don't have to make the Vision babyface either, because the storyline is they took out Rollins out of the group, the husband. And that's a wife who's just, you know, they kind of. Oh, look at this, Tom Brady. Talking about John Cena. That's cool. Eli, there it is. Eli Manning, there's a true champion right there. Oh. Peyton Manning. Omaha. Hey, jellyfish. You mean jelly roll? I like it. Jimmy Fallon. That's right. John Cena. Oh, I love how they put Gunther in the background like that. That was awesome, the way they did that graphic. Gunther coming from underneath, behind, up. That was cool. Look, so the Ruka's there. That fan ain't gonna sleep tonight. That guy is Blue Chew ready. Hey, it's Bailey. Look at Bailey. All right, Pam. I think Bailey needs to win that. I think Zarya turns on Sol Ruka. I think this is more storyline for NXT than actually exhibition. This one here. All right, here we go. Blitz. Alexa Bliss coming out. Hey, not bad. SmackDown is going good for the first hour. Oh, I like it. She came out in jorts. She come out in jorts. That's a nice homage there, but I could do away with the Crips top and the little bandana on the side. So will be a huge star one day if she stays healthy. The way she wrestles with the kind of worries me with that moonsault on the outside. They gotta fine tune her a little bit. I think she does some moves that she could be susceptible for injuries. I hope not. I've seen her career for her very first match when she first ever hit that Soul Snatcher. We jumped out of our fucking seats at the Performance Center. She's special, but man, I gotta be concerned of her injuries with the move set that she does. That's all I gotta say. Nothing negative. I agree 100% that she could be the huge star for the WWE. She fits the bill what WWE likes to push in their main star. All right, here's Miss Slash Legend, another one that I had the privilege and honor to watch from Level Up, coming out, the Bougie Bully, not don't know when she, teaming up with the Pretty Deadly at times, and then with Jakara Jackson with Metaphor, and she's seen all the different growth when she teamed up with Ivy Niles and on Level Up and all that, and seeing her now here, great to see Lash Legend coming to her own. And I mean, she's another one who could be, you could see her a future champion in WWE on SmackDown. You're not gonna be like, yeah, she fits. She fits. Look at her. She checks all the box. I mean, she's tall, she's strong, she's gorgeous. It fits everything that the WWE marketable right there. And she could talk. She's got a good promo. She'll talk with you with that attitude. And it's not just a black attitude. It's an attitude like I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't like it or not. Yeah, she's great.
You know, I talked to the likes of Hall of Famers, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, current stars like Ripley we saw moments ago in the limited.
Now, here's the one thing though with Lash Legend. We have to see how, and Lash Legend could wrestle with the smaller wrestlers. Unlike a little bit of Nia Jax, because she did a lot of matches with Ivy Niles, as well as I saw something there kind of weird there on that camera angle. Also with Tatum Paxley, Fallon Henley and her has some battles. So she knows how to work with the undersized ladies and still be a safe worker when it comes to Lash Legend. Which you gotta appreciate. Nia has that reputation that she's not. So that's a big compliment for Nia for Lash Legend here coming up to the main roster.
Never encountered someone quite like Lash Legend. Yeah, no doubt, no bliss has the experience in this matchup for 5-time world champion, 4-time tag champ as well. Listens Legend outside the ring. Sometimes you leave the hype a little too much.
I kind of need Lash Legend to beat Bliss, but maybe with some chicanery with the referee being, pushing Charlotte back into a corner and Nia hits her or something like that. There's a way of protecting Alexa Bliss while Nia Jax getting the pin. Let's see how they get us there. I can't have Alexa just cleanly pin Lash Legend because you're gonna derail her. You're gonna derail her a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's my opinion. But they can still do it where Alexa looks still credible and still takes the pin. But again, I got to see how they're going to bring it, how the producers are going to set this match to the finish. Again, Charlotte Flair's wearing her jorts. I'll be wearing my jorts tomorrow. Tomorrow's jorts day. Got my jorts. I haven't retired my jorts. Yeah, I'm the same age as Cena. We like jorts. All the time that I'm a John Cena fan, never bought a John Cena jersey or shirt, T-shirt. I mean, I think it's time. Although I'm gonna be honest, I don't got much shirts like some of my partners on the channel, I got an NWO Hulk Hogan shirt. I had a Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know where the hell that is. I got a DX shirt as well. I had the Austin 316. Don't Be an Ass Clown by Jericho. That was my favorite shirt of all. With Jericho, Don't Be an Ass Clown. I didn't get kicked out. I was refused by the Disney characters to take pictures with that shirt on. Like I wanted to take a picture with Mickey Mouse, and he didn't want to. He told me I had to cover that shirt. I said it's a WWE shirt. Oh, that was good. Oh wow, Lash Legend just beat her clean and cleanly. That's even an impressive move there. Wow. Wow, I didn't expect. Oh, there was the. Okay, no, never mind. I did not see the Nia Jax. Okay, I take that back. Nia Jax caused that momentary distraction, and Lash capitalized. When I was just talking about it before the match ended, I was just going on my Jericho T-shirt rant or conversation that I didn't see that part of her that led into the backpack finish. All right, I like the way they finished that match there. It protected Alexa Bliss, and it made Lash Legend get a creditable victory on a really good opponent. Good job, WWE. Good job to the producer. Actually, that was the best promo that Aleister Black had said since he came back to the WWE. Oh my God, I almost dropped my. Literally when he said that, I almost dropped my drink. When he said like, starting 3 hours, January 2nd, back to 3 hours. In 3 weeks, they're gonna go 3 hours from now on. Yikes. Well, we know the first one is going to be really good. We know the first SmackDown of the year, they actually go do something special. Let's see what they but let's talk about once we get into February and March. Oh, look at this, Leon Slater. There's the young bros. Let's go, the youngest in charge. Let's go. Nice. And speaking of that, we got The Miz. And he came to play. We still doing that? The Miz is underrated. Three hours, like I said, I'll go back to 2 hours. I'll go back to 2 after Mania. That's why they did it last year. Look, if they're gonna do 3 hours here, and I said it again, and it's not a little redundant or like a broken record, we don't need 3 long segments from Cody Rhodes. Showcase, do some stories, you know, with women tag team champions and all this and that. Give me some stories. Make everyone count on SmackDown. We got Jade's WrestleMania commercial. Let me hear this. Again, I'm gonna steal or borrow from our chat, Tony. Give him a bunch of credit. He mentioned about, Jade Cargill has been tweeting out on X about getting her baddies back, or baddies from different part of the world, different part, or different part of the country, the nation, excuse me. And if they're gonna do the baddies or kind of a remake, WWE's version of her fashion or group, Jada Parker's one will be a great one. I know he said Last Legend, but Jada Parker should be one of those ladies, and Kylie Armstrong. Kylie Armstrong, Jada Parker, and Jade Cargill. Great fashion right there. Great one right there. That would be great because you could keep Jada Parker with Kylie Armstrong as another woman tag team for now. And then, if you see them overshadowing one or the other, you could split them. One goes to United States title run, whatever the case is, and so forth. But they'll get some, and also storyline. They're protecting Jade Cargill. They're part of the women tag team. Scenery. They could go back and forth on SmackDown and Raw, get the bumps and the reps. Also, without not keeping them cold. Even let's say they were to win the women's tag team champions, they get a run at it. They could also go to NXT and defend those titles, because they're the young and they need the bumps and the reps. It's a win-win if they were to think about that. If you're not familiar with Kylie Armstrong, check her out. She was the former Evolve champion before Kendall Gray beat her. And I was in the building in attendance for that match for Secession for the main event. They put on the match of Evolve of the year. For Evolve, and you could say even for women's wrestling, that should be considered one of the top 5. Kelly Armstrong versus Kendall Gray, very good match, very good match, very good. Oh my God, back and forth they went. Me not knowing their storyline and how they built it. I didn't know. I went in there. For me, I went in there cold, or what they call cold match, cold, not knowing the storyline behind it, and I was so entertained that I'm actually putting it as one of the best matches of the year. So imagine if I would have got invested with their story, how they got to the title match. My goodness. Yeah, bravo, ladies. Bravo. The one piece of business Miz ever did is when he and Bryan Danielson had it out on that one talk show. I can't remember. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one for the Miz. The Miz, not like him or not, I think he's good. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. From where he came from, a reality television, getting into the business, he was the original Logan Paul. Logan Paul, he was the original Logan Paul in all this, really, to make wrestling full time. You could say Mr. T and all yada yada. The list is on and on, but he actually, for the Miz to stick around for over 20 years now, from a reality show, he made this his profession. So, but that would my point. The Miz got to give respect. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the first Logan Paul. He's the first Logan Paul before Logan Paul is the Miz. And you know what? If he's still gathering the heat and the dislike that he's getting still, he's done something great for his career. I got to get on that. To stay relevant on people's hate list, not, like, oh, no, Bendito. Not like I feel sorry because he's been around for so long. And we're getting, let's like him because he's been so long and such a soldier. No, he still garners the same amount of heat that he did when he first came out as that punk from the MTV reality series. You got from Real World. You gotta like it. Talking Smack. There you go. Talking Smack. That was the correct podcast that everything happened there. Yes, Heather, you're correct. The boy is bouncy. Let's go, Javon. Javon's second match on SmackDown in SmackDown 2025. He had one on Raw. Now it's second one here. Let's go. Let's go, Javon. Let's go. I would have loved Leon Slater to come out with him here, but now we're asking a lot. They're talking about Leon Slater right now. That's cool. Look at that boy is bouncy. We got the first Y2J sign. Look at that in the crowd. Javon, Miz better put Javon over like a boss. I think so. Unless, Heather, I'm gonna put this out there. I hate to put this out there in the universe. Unless if Javon is gonna go on a storyline that he's losing matches in a row. He lost that after winning the Iron Survivor. He lost to Obafemi. He lost here to the Miz. He takes the pin against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Maybe that's the story for him. He's having a little bit of bad luck after winning the Iron Survivor. Maybe he's putting the cart before the horse, and maybe they're gonna make that a storyline. I'm gonna put that out there. I don't think so, but let's see. If he loses that the way, I think that could be the storyline they could go with here for Javon Evans. I hope not. I like Javon. I want him to get some win. He's got his Mardi Gras pants on. There's a monkey flip from Javon Evans. I like that. That boy is bouncy. Dropkick. Remember, he's also wrestling December 20th for the Light World Championship in that triple threat in AAA. So he's going for his another title for AAA for Javon Evans. That boy is sliding. I thought he was going to fly, but good. I kind of didn't want to see him go over the springboard, though. I didn't want him to do that. Miz is 44, if I'm not mistaken. Double check. I think he's 44. He's 44. Got a commercial break. He was born in 1980. Yeah, I was right on it. I said 44, 45. All right. He just turned 45. So the Miz just turned 45 years old in October. And you know what? No major injuries for Miz. That took him out like for a while of the wrestling business. So his guy got the Miz could go for another 5 years. The way his schedule is currently right now with the WWE, he could go 5 years easily. He don't look one bit slow, one bit old. Just that, people don't like his style, and but he still could go. He can still get on the microphone and want you to, and you still want the person on the opposite side of the microphone to punch him in the mouth. That's valuable. In the world when the guy with the microphone is insulting you and calling you degenerate, and you're clapping him, yay! The Miz, at least you still want the other guy. After he does that to you, you still want the other guy on the other side to punch him in the mouth. That says a lot. He is exciting to watch, White Owl. Javon is exciting. And the thing is to watch him come in, and now he's even working hard. You could tell the coaching staff in NXT, one, really takes the time to work hard with the talents. And two, Javon works hard. Because Javon, his first promos were horrible. When he was on the microphone, when he first got to the NXT brand, they were horrible. I was like, my goodness. This kid is super raw. Now, my goodness, this guy, you could say this guy could be on SmackDown tomorrow, going year forward. He could be called up tonight and say he's part of the SmackDown roster. It wouldn't hurt him one bit. One bit. That's how good he is. Nice front step flip. Beautiful kick. Nice. Look at that, guys. Nice. Oh, he missed that one. That is a miss. Working on that. Oh, that was a little rough there. He hit his head. That roll was a little bit crazy there. Yeah, he's taking advantage of it. And you know what? Sometimes they don't, we were talking about this on Wednesday. And we said yes. But yes, to a degree, and the person that I'm going to talk about excelled where he's at currently. This is a chance to really do the right course correct, or really make their own Swerve Strickland, redo that, because WWE made Swerve, and Swerve took his what he learned in WWE, added his own style and flavor, and really excelled. He multiplied. He took it to another level. He took it to another level more in AEW. They have that here with Javon Evans. They have their version by the Machine to counter their own Swerve Strickland. And not because they're both black. No, their wrestling style. Call me crazy, but he reminds me of Kofi. Okay. It's like a cross between Kofi and Swerve. Oh, wait a minute. The Miz gonna do the You Can't See Me? 5-knuckle shuffle? You can't see me. I like this. All right. 5-knuckle shuffle. And the crowd actually played along with it. AA. All right, it's a homage to Cena. You could no Javon, smart. I like it. Now he's gonna go flying. Javon now. Oh, what a move! I wish he would have not done it though, but hey, he did it safe. Like, get to tomorrow's match, please. Oh, cutter. Nope. The Miz. Skull crushing finale. Nope. Underneath roll up. Beautiful. Back and forth they go one. He's holding the tights. Cutter. Got him. Beautiful. The OG cutter. That should do it. Yes. Javon is going to be the new king of the Royal Rumble spot when he moves up. Mark my words. That could be it. Yes. Or Obafemi. He goes in there and Obafemi starts, if he's not in the Rumble, start eliminating people. That was a nice win. There we go. Look at Naya. Great match indeed. Oh, a little bit of backup. Rhea looks so small next to these two giants. There's Damian. I got to be consistent with my people. Let's go, Damian. Let's go, Damian. I should have worn my Damian pre-shirt tonight. I forgot about this match. Let's go. Oh, Jade and Rhea. Ooh. Nice stare down. That's right. Oh, Jay Carter's taking on Meechin? I didn't know that match was tonight. All right, not bad, not bad. Things are cooking here. Wait a minute, they're gonna give you that match and you still got the Terror Twins? Hold on a second. Meechin is gonna get squashed. Damn. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Let's go, John Cena. It's all about the GOAT. Thank you, Transformers. Thank you, Transformers. I'll see you in the building. Thank you for retweeting. Thank you for like. Don't forget to check us out on the Rumble app. I mean, yeah, no more playback. Playback is gone. Kapoosh. TNA wouldn't give Mia Yim a Knockouts title run, and then she went to WWE and she got nothing either. She's so then if something has to do with her, then I hate to say that. If then they don't view her as one of the world. Not everyone's meant to be world title material. I don't know. I like Meechin. We got a commercial break. I remember when Cena picked up the Big Show and Edge at the same time. Yeah, John Cena has some freaking strength, man. He still does. Monday 26, Toronto. I don't know why they gave you that commercial here for. Let me admit that. Oh, Stranger Things. It was pretty good. Can't wait for it. It's gonna end, but it was pretty good. They just take too long in between seasons. All right, we got a commercial. Rhea works a butt off, but she's one of the best on SmackDown roster. The only reason TNA didn't give her a title because they already gave her to Trinity, Naomi more name recognition. But even before Naomi recognition, they could have had her pull out a victory against one of the Jordan Grace's runs. Look, I remember watching that Queen of the Mountain match, back in Slammiversary in 2022. She was a big part of that match. She was a badass. I was like, wow. And then I was surprised she never, from 22 until Trinity arrived, I was always shocked why me and Ian didn't get an opportunity to hold gold. I know they gave Mickey, and I know Mickey was a good story and a draw for them at that time on the Scott D'Amore, but yeah, you could easily say why me and Ian didn't get an opportunity there. And or Mia Yim and Deonna Purrazzo would have been a good match for her to take one of the, even if it was a short run for Mia Yim, would have been a nice opportunity for her to, but they know what they were doing. Maybe something there with Mia Yim, maybe the commitment or whatever. I don't know. She looks good. I don't think this match is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Not tonight. No, she don't have her wrestling gear. There ain't no match. Nah, there's no match. She is coming out. Exactly what I said. Corey Graves just finished saying it. Uh, I still think Jade looks green in the ring, but that must be me. No, she just needs some fine tuning. She needs more reps. But it's gonna look good now as a heel, though. This is where she's gonna be more important. The way they're booking her as the heel. Uh-huh. Because Micha. Oh my God, she's laying the wood on her. I mean, who would it? Nope. Thank you for coming. Mm. She's not gonna give him the tables. She is? Nope. Yeah, typical heel. That's what you want her to garnish heat. You don't want people cheering her. Uh-oh. Chokeslam. Beautiful executed chokeslam by Jay Cargill. You know what? You want the babyface to struggle and have adversity. Nice. You know what? I kind of like this. Now you want who's gonna rally? Who's the fans gonna rally behind Michin? Because she just got embarrassed here. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Because when they're gonna wrestle, now we're gonna care because Michin got this beat down and she tried to fight back in the spirit of a fight back, but she got it. Now they're gonna have a match. Now I'm gonna be invested. You want the babyface to get her comeuppance on Jade. I'm good. I'm good. It wasn't just like a cold match. Oh, well, I guess you're next. They kind of trying to make it a rivalry. I gotta respect it. They're trying with it. I gotta respect that. They're giving you a why.
John Cena will have a match inside the WWE ring. Takes on the ring general. From the moment I announced my career goals for over a year, one question I've been asked more than any other is, who's more face or last match? My answer has always been the same word. On my last
They're going over the tournament right now. It's the John Cena last time is now tournament.
I was given one my first. We begin the last time is now tournament. Editors for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and maybe some bases. My final opponent isn't going to be handpicked. It's important.
I saw that on X. That's a good one. Yeah. I hope they do, Tony. They're gonna be exciting with Dante. I hope so. But who you're watching the team more than I am. I haven't watched the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not watching the game. Whose minutes is he gonna take? Who McBride? Has McBride been disappointing? I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. I'm being out totally honest. I haven't been watching the logs, the logging the minutes or the average per minute. Right? And I don't trust me, I'm not even here in film school or any of the podcasters when it comes to the Knicks. Whose minutes is Dante DiVincenzo taking? And who's disappointing from last year's team that we're like, damn, I can't believe it. They're not having that year. Is it Clarkson? Jordan Clarkson ain't cutting the mustard that they're thinking of getting Dante? What's so Luca? Let's go.
The legendary Hall of Famer Goldberg looks to send John Cena packing his way up with a loss in the final match of John Cena's career. Tomorrow night, Washington, D.C., Brock Peacock, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. For one final time, John Cena and WWE ring. Cena insists this will be all about opportunity. How about this? The World Tag Team Champions, the phenomenal AJ Styles and Dragon go through battle with the young OG, Javon Evans.
I couldn't hear you. I'm gonna repeat again. When it comes to the Knicks, who's having a bad year that they need to get Dante DiVincenzo? Is it Jordan Clarkson not living up to par? Is it Miles McBride? Is it Miles McBride who's not having a good year, or Jordan Clarkson? Why do they need to trade for Dante? I'm asking because I'm not watching any of the games. So obviously somebody's underperforming on the team that they need to make this move. Main event. Over looks so dominant. Okay, McBride has been phenomenal. Mikal Bridges has been phenomenal. Okay, has been phenomenal. Josh Hart shooting and his play has been incredible. But who hasn't lived up to it? Oh, that was a great entrance by Zelina. Great entrance. I know that's the carrying cross.
So excited to call biggest match of that young man's career tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, Caselli has been a dud. Okay. You know what? Yeah, it could be a ripoff of the Zelina and Cross and Charlotte. Scarlett, excuse me. But damn, if they could make it work, make it work, because I want to see Aleister Black mean something. Even if they have to borrow an expensive carrying cross, but I need that to work. Bench needs another wing that can defend. Okay. Now that's Chrissy's hometown, Hershey. I don't think he's going to the show. I think they outpriced him. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he buys a ticket last minute or his brother buys him a ticket last minute. I can see Monday, Chris is at the show. He hasn't said anything. He's quiet. But I wouldn't be surprised if this Monday Night Raw, our own Chris is in the building for Monday Night Raw. It's in his backyard in Hershey, Pennsylvania, in his home. Main event, we got a commercial here as Aleister and his wife Zelina are coming to the ring. We'll wait for the entrance for the Terror Twins. I'm gonna turn off this heater. Now I'm sweaty. It was cold earlier, now I'm hot. For the starters, when it comes to offense, Cat has been not consistent, but he's the second in the league in rebounding. That's why he's doing his part. But the team is so deep, he's not needed to be the leading scorer. He's there to do defensive rebounding and other stuff. Not bad. All right, we're waiting here for the commercial break for the main event. Wow, 24 hours from now, a lot of tears. A lot of people will be in tears 24 hours from now. Some people are crying now. All right. So you're liking Mike Brown's coaching style. Okay. I mean, they are over 10 games over 500. That I did see. That was a good thing. And they could be the one team to knock off OKC if everything goes well tomorrow in the tournament. Is it tomorrow, right? I hope I'm saying it correct. Main event, and I appreciate that. Well, if you got guys that are picking up the slack where Cat isn't, you know what? I'd rather have Karl Anthony Towns get better at the end of the season. Remember last year he started. Remember last year, early part of the season, with Karl Anthony Towns, he was an MVP candidate, and then he faded at the end of the year to the playoffs. He faded. You would have told you the first half of the All-Star game, he made the All-Star team, like, yo, this guy's an MVP of the league with the Knicks. Holy crap. And then he faded. So maybe he's doing a reverse. Maybe I hope he goes, for the Knicks fans, a reversal. Let him finish off strong tomorrow. Let him finish off in the second half. Excuse me. Yeah, tomorrow is the cup. Okay, I was correct on that one. And Chef Dan was the one that told me about that. I got to give credit to Chef. He was the one that said, "Yeah, I think OKC's gonna lose because I think they only lost 2 games in the NBA all year. I think the Knicks are the ones that are gonna beat them." So he said it. And I got to give credit. I can't take his take and say, and I came up with that. That's Chef's feel on it. We're in a commercial break. I know, like, we're talking basketball. We're wrestling. I mean, there are no commercial breaks. You want to hear the do 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 do? No, I don't think so. Here we go. I've been saying that since the beginning of the year. Since last year. Brunson is the best acquisition ever in that company, in that franchise. From when they were losers, now they've been playoff consistency. That's Jalen Brunson since arriving. I know Julius Randle started when Thibodeau started the blueprint, but he just took him to another level. All right, here we go. Here's the Terra Twins. Doesn't that sound like Meachem's song? I'm waiting for the This is why this Def Rebel's got to go. I like the guitar riff and everything. All right, let's go. Let's go, Boricua. Let's go, Damian. And Zelina too. So we got two bodies in the ring. Zelina and Damian main eventing here tonight, the night before John Cena's retirement. That's a big honor for Puerto Rico. Rhea's got too much ink on her, but it is what it is. That's the new. Mixed tag team match. They're bringing that. I think they're going to adopt that from AAA, Heather. Wouldn't be surprised if they make that a mainstay title on the main roster. The mixed tag team titles. That's going to go all 3 brands. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, nice. They might have to think about changing that just a little bit. TNA has no problem when they do their mixed tag, when they mix the genders in there. Ooh. I like that. Zelina ain't backing down. If you're Aleister, why didn't you stick your leg out and trip her? Yeah, what a husband. You see someone chasing, trip, get in the way, do something. No. I know that Rhea, I know that Zelina's small and short, but don't go out of your way to let us know that. Is this a picture-in-picture or a commercial break? Looks like it. Because it went quiet. Black is hurt. Okay. There it goes. There's the flag right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Que linda bandera. Que linda bandera. Oh, he hit his mouth on the ring. You're probably right. He did. He did. Rhea misses shoulder into the turnbuckle. Vega now work on the shoulder. Come on. Remember that time that she dislocated it and relocated it at was it SummerSlam? Into a nice triangle. Nice job there by Zelina Vega. And that's what Zelina Vega needs to do. Ground Rhea Ripley with the arm bars and with the show. Yeah, I like that. You're not going to outpower her. You don't want her standing on her feet. Work her on the ground, on the grappling on the mat. Like it. And Corey Graves is bringing that up right now on the commentary. I loved it. Oh my God! I just noticed that. He goes, "Yeah, I know your boo. He was part of my House of Black, Buddy Murphy." I like that with Zelina Vega with the on the arm there. Come on, Art. Come on, Art. Come on, Zelina. Come on, Zelina. I guess they're coming back from the commercial break. Oh, look at that. Working on the shoulder on the outside. That's the main event. Yeah. It's the return of the they built it as the Terra Twins returning. That's what it is, Tony. Look, you're gonna have a big, you know what? Oh, nice Meteora.
Submission hold, but yeah, just a little too shallow. Look at her arm. Zelina continues the pressure.
Oh, nice DDT by Zelina there. 1, 2. Okay, what was that? That was not a good move there by Zelina. Yes, she did. Here we go, Priest and Balak. I thought he was Puerto Rican, but okay. Oh. Okay. Nice fucking arrow.
Caught by Rhea Ripley.
The crowd is not rallying behind it though. For a main event, they're not that pop. Vega now. Black Mask. Into that German suplex for the bridge. Kick out by Priest. I was surprised he kicked out of that one. That was pretty cool. That transition, he kicked him in the side with the Black Mask and right into a German suplex. Not for nothing, that should have been the finish. That combination right there, as much as I complain about the other company, that should have been the finish right there. That was, yeah. Oh, damn. Now these ladies are fighting on the outside. That should have been the finish. So here we go. Cold Red. Let me see. No. Meteora. Oh, okay. Hurricanrana. That was nice. Innovative offense by these two. Knees. Well, you need your opponents in the ring. Come on, guys. Oh, they're both going to the top. What are we going to do? Moonsaults. Double moonsaults. Not for nothing. That shot from the top of the drone, them doing the double moonsault was fucking awesome. That was awesome. Here we go. Zelina. Crossbody, but nowhere going nowhere. Come on. You're too small for that, lady. Learn already. Why did she put it down? Riptide. Here's the riptide. Zelina. No. Zelina. What the hell was that? Face first. Yeah. Cold Red. Got it.
Oh my goodness, Big D rocks the jaw of Damian Priest. It's something else. Black now. Oh wow! Let's say, a couple of the moonsault together, stay together. Never mind that. I just make it up.
Yeah, because Zelina took a nasty fall there. Now, how many times she's gonna roll around Rhea Ripley again? That's like the third time she went to that move. Electric chair type of move here. Oh, just dropped her. Damn. Missed. No, smile. Oh, damn, a headbutt. She don't win with a roll up. No. Oh, Priest with the kick. Double. Razor's Edge. Damn, Aleister rolled out. Nah, you're taking the pin, hon. Damn, what a good husband of the year. You'll take the pin. Happy holidays. I'm rolling out of here. Wow. Yeah, damn. I don't know how I feel about that, chat. I think Aleister should have won with that kick to the head and got that pin, because even if they go off the air with a little heat, because tomorrow they're going to feel so good. Wrong call. I agree with you. That was the wrong call. Because tomorrow night everyone's going to feel good. Why leave them already? They lost the baby face. So tomorrow the baby face goes over. But I guess they went the opposite. But even though it was still good, I'm not going to, I would have liked personally for the baby face to lose. It would have helped Zelina and Aleister. They lost. Now you're going to see them as jobbers. I can't, that would have been a big victory for both of them going forward, beating the Terror Twins. But it was a nice match. Yes. Maybe, they're experimenting with mixed tag team matches. We see Chelsea and Ethan Page as your mixed tag team champions in AAA Mexico. Now they're trying to bring it a little bit to the main roster going forward, and saw it on NXT, one of the pay-per-views, one of the PLEs, they did it. So I kind of appreciate that when it comes to that. But I thought here we could agree to disagree. The wrong team won. I would have liked that to be different. That the Terror Twins would have lost that match. Just lost that one. Even nothing shameful. They had the finish there, and they didn't bring it home. Popularity contest every time. Yeah, it was a popularity. Sometimes what's best for business is better than the story. I guess that's what they gave us there, Heather. But not now. Tomorrow, not after Saturday Night's Main Event, we will no longer going to see Cena in the ring competition. Yes, wrestling fan. Yes, I had a few good words to say the first 10 minutes of the show before the show started. Before we went with the if you want to always rewind it and watch it, I have some good words thought about John Cena, what he means, and I'll probably say the same thing again tomorrow. We'll have more to elaborate and bring forward. That's what John Cena is. That's what John Cena is, and it's about Cena. Tony's sick of John Cena already. Wrap up. Oh wow. Okay. I wish he would. I'm one of those few that wish he would not retire. But I get it. His body hurts. You could tell when after the match is over with the man. When he goes to the back of the ring, when he walks that long ramp back to Gorilla, he looks like everything hurts. Looks like even his hair follicles are hurting him. He looks like he's the wrestling business. He's given so much to wrestling business with his body. He's starting to feel all the aches and pains and all the bumps. And yeah, I understand why he's leaving. The same thing with AJ Styles. It's the same thing with AJ Styles. He could still go high level, and he's going to put on a hell of a match tomorrow. But I think his body is telling him, after the match is over, man, it's hard to recuperate. It's hard to recover. I think that, you have to know that, I you know what, being the same age as John Cena, I don't wrestle. I do electrical work and I up and down and all that. I understand what John Cena. The only difference is I never made millions like him. I have to continue to work. I would love to walk away from the grind at 3 o'clock in the morning and working up the ladders, working my hands, all elements. I understand what John Cena is going through in another world. I understand. But with that said, we want to say thank you to everyone who joined me here on the Rumble. How did you like? Let me ask the chat in the Rumble. Not bad, right? I know we didn't do the playback. Playback is gone. The Rumble app, nothing different. It got to get a little used to certain things. Yes. I could put an intro and outro if I wanted to, I believe. But I enjoyed the fact that we're here now. We could now read the chats. We have, so forth. Playback, well, it went away, but we still now, we always been on Rumble, but now we're just one stream away separate with the Rumble, and we got our YouTube platform, everyone on X. If you don't have Peacock tomorrow, this and that, come on over to the Rumble app. You'll be able to watch it with us and enjoy John Cena's last match. Bring your towels, bring your tissues. You're gonna have a little crying. You just got to remember where you're at. Yeah. I'll go on X and resend the invites, this and that and all that. And it was good. Yeah. I think it was good. I think it's better. You think it's better than the playback? It's easier. Yeah, I think it's easier even via phone, even to use on your phone. I think it's, for me personally, I think it's more easier than the playback. I'm gonna be totally frankly honest with you. I think this was much more easier. You miss playback though? Okay. Listen, the one thing I do miss about I'm gonna miss about the playback. About the second channel, you mean? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's something I try to merge them. I'll try to fix it again, remember. And of course, yes, thank you for reminding me. We are sponsored tonight by Dude Wipes. Sorry, Dude Wipes. They are our sponsor. I should have said that early in the morning, earlier in the stream. Thank you again. Of course, I got my packet that came in the mail. And I always keep that there just to remind me of the sponsor, and I forgot about that. Dude Wipes, our official sponsor tonight, keeping us clean, both in and out of the ring and in and out of work. And of course, thank you for tonight. So thank you so much. Bring your dew wipes tomorrow. Bring your tissues to cry. Get all you know, and all that stuff, because it'll be an emotional one. I use playback, so mine was on my phone still. Yeah, okay. And Rumble, you could get the app for Rumble on your phone as well, and it's easier. I think it's easier, to be honest with you, because when I was in the arena for Turning Point, and when Chef Dan was doing the stream, I tried to come on from the arena, and it was so difficult for me to even come on my phone in the StreamYard app. It was a little bit of a task. I wanted to come on and, you know, hear if you could hear the vibe of the arena and all that stuff, but I couldn't. Imagine a Jericho cutscene off during the speech and say, "No one cares, John. Left file out." I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Jericho tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. It's Friday night. My final message: if you're going out tonight, Friday night, be responsible. Make sure you have a Uber driver. If you're going to consume alcohol beverages, if you're going to have a good time, arrive alive. Get an Uber, get a designated driver. Be safe out there. For those who are going to go out there and have fun, we want you to return back to the streams all in good spirits. So for that, we tell you guys have a good night. May the sports be with you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night here on the Rumble, and everyone on the playback. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Buenas noches.
Represento las calles de